You guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy? You ready?
Here we go.
What's good? Welcome in everybody to the OG NBA betting show. We got Dutchy here, we got Babano here, and Wham Bam is gonna be popping in shortly. So we got the whole gang. It's good to be back on here with y'all fellas, man. It was nice that we all got to the window. I had to wait a little bit longer than everybody else, but we all got to the window in that last game. So I'm gonna go to my guy Dutch, since this is the first comment I see. Tell Dutch at all costs. Dutchy, it's good to be back with you. How's everything with you?
The NBA is a hell of a pro. And you're looking at the plug. Yeah, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. Seems like these motherfucking games, man, they take forever. I mean, I give them a little bit of a break because of the travel. Man, we're only at game 3. Feel like this motherfucker been going for 2 weeks. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. It's West Coast Wednesday. The vibes is out. Hopefully Wham Bam slides through. Shout out to Al Bundy in the building. Ninja 13. We got our guy JT. Yeah, man. Hey, it's been all right so far. I will tell you, watching the Indiana Pacers against the New York Knicks, I studied it and I took it and I ran with it. And it's helping me out so far. So I'm gonna ride with it. Rick Carlisle, man. We talked about it on Sunday. It was a beautiful thing. My boy Bobano hit the team total over. You did, Skee. He talked about the trifecta. I don't know if he got there, but it was definitely there. And we hit the team total under. So if we could do that every show, I mean, it'll be a beautiful motherfucking thing. So I loaded up today. I got 2 nice bets and I got some small prop bets. So I like today. I'm excited about tonight. And it's hockey and it's NBA. And when this shit ends, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna juice it while we can. It's definitely good to see everyone in the chat. Let's like and share the video. Let's get to it, my man.
Love to hear it. Hey, I got a lot of action today too. So we loaded up here. Babano, what's good with you?
Yeah, it's a 1-1 series, and you could say that probably Oklahoma City's won 6 or 7 of the quarters so far, but the bottom line is it's 1-1 in the series for heading back to Indiana here at the Gamebridge Fieldhouse. The Thunder did what we expected them to do, what we thought they would do in Game 2. I think tonight's going to be a big telltale sign of, do we have a series or do we not have a series? So if the Thunder show signs of turning Game 2 into Game 3 tonight and just running away with it, maybe it's just a sign the better team is about to just start to dominate here. But I wouldn't totally sell Indiana short, and I certainly wouldn't be rushing to write them off just yet. So with that in mind, let's break it all down here for Game 3.
Let's get to it. It opened up -5. We see 5 or 5.5, depending where you shop. Total open 227.5, and I mean, I would call that the consensus, I guess, right now still. Man, I'm gonna go to you first here, Babano, on this one, and I'm gonna say OKC. We've seen them look really, really good throughout these playoffs. We've seen them look really, really good all year. We've seen them put up some stinkers on the road in these playoffs. They've yet to cover a road game. NBA Finals, do you think how do you see this one playing out? Do you think the Thunder finally play a good road game or no?
They might play a good road game. I don't know if it's enough now to win by a margin that's being asked of them now. We're talking 5.5-point road favorites. They got to win this game by 6. You look at these road performances, and you're right. I mean, they've been definitely not what they've been at the Paycom Center. Let's put it that way. And you just look at you throw out Memphis. Okay, I think if you're going to accurately look at Oklahoma City in these playoffs, you throw out the Memphis series. You just throw it out. You don't even look at that. That was such a mismatch, that series. It was such men versus boys in the first round that you don't even look back on what the hell happened against Memphis. You start with the Denver second round because that's a team that's won a championship. It's a team with Nikola Jokic, the guy that was the MVP in this league the last few years on it, and a team with that pedigree. And then, of course, Minnesota, a very formidable team in the conference finals. And when you look at those two series in particular, for the Oklahoma City Thunder on the road at Denver, at Minnesota. I know obviously the 2 games in Memphis they didn't cover, but you look at the Denver games, they lost in overtime. They won by 5. They lost by double digits. Fast forward to the Minnesota series, they lost by 42. Obviously, that was a no-show game. You can tell. Heads weren't in it. They were up 2-0. They took that night off. There's no doubt that's what happened in Game 3 against Minnesota. And then Game 4, that's the response spot for Oklahoma City, and yet they could never gain separation. You know, they would get the lead up to 8, 10, 12 points, and Minnesota would answer every time, and it ended up being a 2-point victory in that game for Oklahoma City. So, yeah, could this be a turn-up spot, as some people in the chat say, for Oklahoma City? Yeah, and I do still think they're the better team. But Indiana, off a loss, is not something I'm screwing around with. And I'm certainly not doing that with a quality head coach who we trust to make adjustments, who we trust to be putting his team in at least as good a spot as possible to compete, like Rick Carlisle. And there's a reason why Rick Carlisle has proven himself to be a good coach, why he's won a championship. It's adjustments. And you look at the Indiana Pacers response level in these playoffs off a loss, that's a damn hard track record to go against. 4-0 straight up, 4-0 against the spread, the Pacers. They're 4 previous games off a playoff loss. That's very, very difficult to step in front of. For me, it's too difficult to step in front of. They're going to obviously have to cut down on a lot of the mistakes. You know, they had more issues defensively in Game 2 than they had in Game 1. There's no question. Obviously, when you look at the Game 2 numbers in that 123-107 loss, it was a absolutely horrific night overall for Halliburton. Don't be fooled by the 17 points. A lot of that was in garbage time late. He had just an off night, for the most part, for the Indiana Pacers in that game. I think when you look at Oklahoma City, too, there's a lot of things that I'm not sure are going to follow through in Indiana like they did in OKC in Game 2. Are we going to get 18 points and Aaron Wiggins making every 3 like we did in Game 2? That was an incredible performance from him off the bench for the Thunder. What did he have? 6 for 11 shooting, 5 for 8 from 3, 18 points. Are we going to get that kind of output offensively on the road this time from Aaron Wiggins? I'm not going to totally bank on that. I love Caruso's defense, but is he going to go off for as much as 20 points this time on the road? I'm not totally sure about that. You're going to get 30-plus from SGA, so that's probably the one thing you probably will see again tonight. We know Lou Dort, for as good as he is defensively, most of his offense comes at home. He's not the same three-point shot maker when he goes on the road. That spoke a lot as to why the Thunder have not been great ATS on the road in these playoffs. Jalen Williams was solid in Game 2. Chet Holmgren, are we going to get the Chet of Game 1 where he was invisible, couldn't find him with a telescope on the basketball court? Or are we going to get the Chet Holmgren of Game 2 who was assertive, physical, aggressive, and obviously was a big factor, 15 points for him and boards in that game? Which Chet Holmgren is it going to be? So to me, there's a lot of things that say, hold on now. There's a lot of these things where Oklahoma City has not always gotten the supporting cast to step up. So you factor that in. You factor in that since the Denver series, this team has not been able to win games by sizable margins on the road. And you look at this Indiana track record in the playoffs under Rick Carlisle, going 4-0 straight up, 4-0 against the spread, off a loss. And you factor in that Tyrese Halliburton's going to play with some level of embarrassment and shame tonight. Like shame in how he played in Game 2, because that's about as bad as you'll see Scooby-Doo, as we call him, play here in the postseason. So I think he'll step up for Indiana. And yes, my biggest futures position in years is Oklahoma City to win the championship, which I'm hoping happens. Doesn't mean we have to bet on him every game, and it doesn't mean it's always the right play to bet on them every game. I think it's an Indiana spot. The cushion we're getting at 5.5 is good enough for me. I'm on Indiana here, plus 5.5.
Good stuff from Bobano. And I got to go. I mean, they've been asking, need Dutch opinion today. So, hey, it's a lot of Scooby talking to chat. We're going to go over to Shaggy and see what he got to say tonight. What's up, Dutchy?
Skee been working on that. Skee been waiting for that one. Big shout out to Peasy in the building. BJ in the building. Got some real ones holding us down. B, man, 702. I see you, my dude. Mark A. He liking the Thunder. I see you, Mark. I see you. Not me, ladies and gentlemen. Not me. I'm going Scooby motherfucking Doo and the crew. That's right. Telling y'all, man. Hey, if I back this motherfucker, y'all might want to follow suit. I didn't run with him game 2. We hit the team total under. We kind of knew it was a thunder spot, but we sat back and just waited. And we waiting for this motherfucking shit right here. Game 3. The disrespect continues. Rick Carlisle, Indiana. They don't belong here or what? What the fuck is going on? 5.5 at the crib. Get the fuck out of here. This shit is so disrespectful to that locker room, to the Indiana fan base, and they're going to put it all over Oklahoma City tonight. This is a real fan base where they have back roots going back. Indiana gonna be crazy as fuck tonight. Believe it. We seen how they get crazy on The Last Dance. You remember, we're gonna see some shit like that. They're gonna be all over that soft ass Oklahoma City team tonight. Unless Alex Caruso, Wiggins, they don't come up and just be lights the fuck out. I don't see it. I expect the role players to play an awful lot better for Indiana. Especially Obi Toppin, who coming off a horrible game 2, who's been putting in a lot of work. A lot of people were on him in game 2. Well, you know what they say. If you miss a good bet, you got to bet it again. Over 9.5, minus 105. Seems like some good money to me. I probably got a small bet on that. I also got points, rebounds, and assists on Hallie. I seen it in the chat. Are we going with Scooby or not? It's Hallie Band night, baby. He's due. And he's going to load up the stat sheet tonight. Over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I really like the points, too. Over 17.5, minus 110. It's good money, man. Hallie, he's going to have one of them games tonight. He's due. Caught fire in the fourth quarter, and I really like what I've seen there in the fourth quarter. He's got to be more aggressive through the entire game. You can't wait till the fourth quarter to start doing your thing. He does wait for that moment. We know that. But we're going to see a little bit more through 4 quarters, in my opinion. And I really like Hartenstein on the other side. We only played 22 minutes in a blowout. Got 8 rebounds. We're going right back to the window, over 7.5 plus 105. I like Hartenstein, man. I think he's going to get rebounds. I think this game's going to be more competitive, but the 5.5 is fucking disrespectful. Indiana wins this game. Hey, but I'm not greedy, baby. Just give me the motherfucking 5.5 to the window. It's good money. Believe it.
I like it. Good shit from Dutchy. Wham Bam, how you feeling about this one?
Hey, I love the people in the chat. Shout out to the people, man. BJ. Peasy with the fold 99. Let's get to this money, man. Shout out to Ken. Shout out to the people that got those gifted memberships. But I did want Ken Hawk to get it the first, man, because Ken Hawk puts in here in the chat. Pacers first half plus 3. Pacers money line. Book it at the house. The Pacers are 6-2 ATS in the first half so far in the playoffs, and the Thunder, not so good on the road. They're 4-3. They still got a positive side here, but again, I think everything is pointing toward the Pacers to make their home crowd lovely here. So that's my official bet here. I'm taking that same thing with you, Ken. I'm taking the first half plus money with the money line and the plus 3. That's why I like it the most here. And I do think that Obi Toppin plays really well today. I do like that look right there with Dutch. And I do like I like a lot of the stuff that I was hearing from you guys there. So I'm rocking with the Pacers. I'm taking them in the first half. I think they do bullshit around and win it out at the end in those certain games, but a lot of those games be on the road. So I think it's a little different here, being out there at the house here. So I think Scooby-Doo and the crew should be trusted here in this spot, man. I think they're going to win this series? No, I don't think they're going to win this series. But I do think they show up here early on, and they possibly could win this game here. I don't think it's going to be that much of a. I don't think it's going to be that much of a blowout like it was that last game here. So I like the way Babano put it too. After a loss, this is a Pacers team that you don't want to jump in front of, and I think we could take advantage of that early here. So plus 3 and plus money in the money line with the Pacers.
That's the first half money line, right?
First half money line, yes, sir. First half money line.
All right. Everybody likes the Pacers. And I'm not gonna play with y'all. The Pacers to play, man. The Pacers to play. I'm not even about to try to be the smart guy. Somebody said Rick Carlisle. I mean, we know he's gonna make adjustments in it, and that's what it is.
I mean, 4-0 straight up ATS off a loss. That's very difficult for me to ignore that.
And when the team loses, that's the other team is gonna make the adjustment. And there's some things that I think Indiana can do better, especially defensively versus the Thunder. Like, they pretty much just allowed the Thunder to do whatever they wanted. In short, like, the Thunder weren't even running fast break. They had 4 fast break points. They was just setting ball screens higher towards half court and letting the SGA get downhill and there's ways that you can work around that and defend that better. So I trust Rick Carlisle to make those adjustments. I think that Indiana has learned they cannot fuck around in the first half and be trying to play slow or shit like that. They got to play their game, play up tempo the way they did in the second half of both games. So I think Indiana, if they do that, those couple things, the energy in this building is going to be off the charts. Hasn't been a finals in Gainbridge Fieldhouse for 25 years. I think Pacers are live in this game. I really do. So yeah, we'll rock like that. We'll move it on over to best bets. I don't know if, or unless anybody else got something else to say.
Oh, I like
don't know.
Siakam points, rebounds, and assists tonight. I think he's going to have a really good game. I know Dutch went with Hallie. I'm going with Pascal. Pascal's the guy with a ring. Pascal's the one with a championship. You know what's funny? Watching Siakam in this series, it's reminded me of that Raptors team in 2019. You really look back on it now and you think back to that Toronto Golden State series, 2019. I know Kawhi was the star, but Siakam was on that team. Look what he's turned into. Fred VanVleet was on that team. Look what he's turned into. You start to realize that the Raptors had all these guys on that team that have really blossomed since that championship season in 2019. So that team, probably people thought, how the hell did they win a championship? Well, now you start to see what Siakam and VanVleet and some of the Norm Powell was on that team. He's had a nice solid. I think he's kind of plateaued in the Clippers, but I don't think that's Powell's fault. I think Powell's a really good player. I think the fucking pathetic nature of the Clipper franchise has zapped him more than anything else. I think it's not that Powell is, declined. It's that everybody goes to burn when they join the Clippers because that franchise can't get out of their own way. But the bottom line is, it's pretty amazing when you think back to the 6 years ago, the Raptors team, and some of these guys now their careers have really, really furthered since then.
For sure. As far as props here, just before we go to best bets, let's see if we got our guy Dutch some more time here. I am going to be on Andrew Nembhard over 10.5 points. Cleared this every game so far in this series, and actually last 3 games going in back to last series as well. So I think he's good. I think he's good money to get us 11 points here. He's going to shoot possibly a lot of shots in here, and like you guys said, home cooking should be favorable for these role players. And I think Andrew Nembhard, we've seen it time and time again. He gets over these low totals just because in big moments there. So shout out to bro. I think he gets over 10 points, get 11 points today for Andrew Nembhard.
All right. I like it. Thomas asked about the total. I think there's going to be a lot of pace in this game from both teams, but I'm worried about the OKC side scoring. That's what I'm worried about, honestly, Thomas. And the reason is they've had a lot of stinkers in general on the road. Like I already said, they haven't covered. They've been very low scoring in those games, and they're coming off a really hot shooting game. Like the role player shot 10 for 21 from 3, I think. So do we expect those guys to shoot like that again tonight? That's what worries me. And the defense adjustments that I'm expecting Indiana Pacers to make with a combination of that makes me wonder about the Thunder side as far as the total. So I like Indiana to be able to score, though, especially in this kind of a game. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's a lukewarm over lean for me. I might bet it small, but I liked it a little more in game 2. But I wouldn't be rushing to bet the under. It's over pass for me. I'm in agreement.
All right, let's get it. I don't think Dutch is coming back. I ain't lying, man.
So, it's going to be Ian Dutch here then.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's get it. Let me get the banner up there. Best bets. First batter up. You already know who it is. Wham bam. Let the people know how we getting paid tonight.
Man, shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for always being up in here. Let's do it like this, man. Indiana. We heard a lot from Indiana. I think they have the chance to win this game, but we're going to get in and get out. +3 in the first half, -105. Good money. First half Pacers. Yes, sirs. In the first half, +3.5. +3, I'm sorry.
Good stuff from Wham Bam. And I'll just I think Babano has plenty to give out. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take the Pacers plus the 5.5 points. I mean, first time in the finals in 25 years, in Gainbridge Fieldhouse, Rick Carlisle adjustments, stinkers from OKC on the road. I see a lot of reasons for the Pacers to be able to be in this game. So Pacers plus 5.5 will be my best bet for the show. And then we'll pass it on over to Ian. Let the people know what you think is the best one for today and take us home.
Yeah, I mean, I could have went with Indiana, but I want to give everybody a little something different. I really like that prop I mentioned. Pascal Siakam over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Siakam. Again, Pascal over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists, minus 120. I think he gets to 30-plus points, rebounds, and assists. A really strong game from him at home. He's had some good performances here at the Fieldhouse over the course of the playoffs. So we'll go with Spicy P. Pascal Siakam over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Game 3. Best bet for the NBA Finals. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hit the like button. Thanks for tuning into the NBA OG Crew Betting Show. And you guys are here every day because the NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plugs. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready? It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?